Okay, so this was a little project where I took the fogger from the dollar store, $1.25, and then 3D printed this ghost off Thingiverse. I'll put the link in the description down below. I increased the size of the ghost to 180 millimeters tall, which is as tall as the Bamboo Labs A1 Mini would print, and then just set it on top of the fogger. And I also shoved in an old fan from one of my various 3D printers that I've had in the last 10 years. Small fan on the back, running off the same USB power supply to help blow the fog out the mouth holes. And of course I'm maneuvering a flashlight around here to try to illuminate the smoke, because it's hard to catch it on camera unless you have a dark background. You can see it really good with your eyes, but for whatever reason cameras have a hard time with it. So basically I'm going to turn on the room light. Oops. I'm going to lift off the ghost. I'll put a link to the fogger video also, but this was the box of the one that I got at the dollar store. You can see it's marked $1.25. Had another thought that maybe a little tea light could be set inside there. We could try that. Here's the fogging unit. Let's try setting a tea light in there, although I've got daylight coming in the window and I've got the room light on full. So between the two of them, I don't know. I'll turn the room light back off. Let's see if that helps. I know it's still really bright in here. It looks pretty good just to my eyes. I'm going to try closing the blinds a little bit. I can't shut the sunlight out with these blinds, but I could make it a little bit darker. Not bad. The tea light looks like it's a pretty good idea. So, if any of you have a 3D printer, you can go to the link that I'll put in there and grab this guy's file off Thingiverse and make it as big as you want. Like I say, this particular one I just made increase the size up to 180 millimeters for the A1 Mini, so the fogger would fit over it. Here's a little fan. You can find these fans dirt cheap all over the place. eBay, Amazon, AliExpress. I mean, we're talking $1 or $2. And I ran a couple of wires out of the fogger because I wanted to try running it on batteries also, instead of having to power it off of the USB. And that's why I originally brought these wires out, and it runs just fine on 3 AA batteries. But in this case, since the wires are already out, I just run them to that fan and poked a little hole in the back to let some air into the fan, and that fan helps circulate the air up to want to blow the fogging out. If you don't have the fan, I found it would work if you keep the ghost about, I'd say 2 finger widths high above the tabletop, like that, so a natural airflow can get up in there, and then things will blow out. Without it, the fog doesn't really want to come out there. It actually prefer to try to kind of seep out around the base of the ghost, which is fine too. Looks cool. But if you're looking for a little Halloween project, or you just want to 3D print a ghost, this is a cool one because it's already hollow and you can scale it up. And if you happen to find one of these humidifiers at the dollar store, then grab it and stuff it in there. If you don't have a little fan, jack the ghost up a little bit to get the airflow going, and you can have yourself a smoking, misting ghost.